Guys, what's today's video? Well, we're going to take a look at this crick, but it's not going to be a knife review video. This is my Ferrum Forge Lackey in the equivalent to Damascus steel. This is stainless steel Damascus. So what are we going to do? Well, we're going to do an experiment, but we're not going to do it yet. So you guys know what's coming. All right, guys, this is actually day 2 of this video because things did not go as swimmingly as I had hoped. This knife has got some handles that I could not get off because for what we're going to do, I wanted to take the handles off. So let me explain the plan at foot. Get out of here, chicken. I don't need you for comic relief. So for years, a lot of people have been having these knives that are in Damascus and in Damascus steel and stuff like that, but they're getting this dark black contrast. And Chris and Elliot over at Forge couldn't figure out how they were doing it. But I recently have been watching a lot of videos by Alex Steele and another gentleman that makes swords, and they're getting this dark etch. And what they're doing is they're taking after their initial etch, they're taking this steel and they're sinking it in coffee. So now, since I couldn't get the scales off, I thought maybe I wouldn't I actually broke 2 T6 bits. What we're going to do is I'm just going to leave these on because carbon fiber is really, really hard to screw up. So the fact is, even if there is some minor change to the surface finish on this, I can clean it up with some double-aught steel wool. So let's go ahead and we're going to fast forward a little bit. I'm going to get the coffee made. I'm going to get a device figured out so that I can hang the knife in the container and get the entire thing. And we're going to soak this in coffee. So give me a few minutes and I got to change a bunch of stuff. So you see we've changed out the mat here. I'm being real careful. I cleaned this off really good with acetone. Like I was saying, carbon fiber, I'm not concerned about the finish on carbon fiber in coffee because that's what we're doing. We're basically just going to soak this in some really strong coffee for a good period of time. So I've already made the coffee. As you can see, it has went from being dark coffee to being opaque and almost discolored. So the concept here is that coffee is going to darken those hazy areas, leave the shiny areas fine, and we're going to have a very strong contrast on this. So I don't know how long this is going to take. Like I said, this has been a comedy of errors. I'm completely refilming this video because I didn't even get to the point where I was going to do the coffee. Made a hell of a mess. As you can see, there's been already a spill on this. So let's go ahead. I've got to get, crap. Well, the oh crap that you just saw was me thinking because I'm going to have to hold this in a fashion to be able to connect it to our hanging device, which is my typical coffee stirrer. You guys know I don't write anything down. My typical coffee stirrer with some speaker wire on it. So I'm just going to have to wipe this down. But what we're going to do is I want to give myself enough distance so you guys can see what I'm doing. I want to give myself enough distance on this where I can get all the way to the bottom and then hang this. So I think we're just gonna see what that looks like. Sorry. And I'm just doing a test run. I need to let that down a little bit further. Why is it not touching the bottom? So I believe I'm gonna have to add a little bit of liquid to this. No, it covers. So the plan is just like this. I will add a little bit of water. This is very strong coffee. Anyway, I don't think that the little bit of water I'm going to add to lift it up. There we go. So the plan is we're going to leave this submerged in this coffee maybe overnight, maybe for just a little bit, or maybe just for the day. Not sure how long it's going to take. So let me get this cleaned up and then we'll get back to this. Cleaned this real quick with acetone, but I did touch it. So just to make sure, I'm going to wipe it down with some isopropyl alcohol and then we will get this put in. Now, the big concern is, of course, the blade. I'm not as concerned with the handle, but I want it to match, or not the handle, but the tang on it. So let's go ahead. Now we've got that cleaned up with acetone. So go ahead and get this down in our vat of extremely strong coffee. I want to stir this up. There's still some coffee grounds in it. I want to make sure they're as incorporated as possible. And we're just going to This is a very uneventful video, guys. I apologize. We're just gonna basically sit that in there like that, let it sit and soak, and I will bring you guys back. It is currently 8:30. I started this at 6:30 this morning. Just been a comedy of errors, but I'll bring you guys back in maybe 4 hours when I get back. 4 or 5 hours when I get back from taking my daughter to the hospital for some tests. So we will re-adjourn there. I apologize if this is kind of a boring video, but I thought it would be fun. It's something I've wanted to try for a couple months now and just am getting around to it. So I thought this would be interesting, and it's almost like a tip if you guys want to change some of the ways you guys do things. If this doesn't work, I will look at how other people are doing it again and see if maybe I missed a step. But I'll see you guys back here in just a few hours. So guys, just a disclaimer before we actually go over there, I have not looked at this knife yet. I do not know whether anything changed. I just want to do this as a disclaimer so you guys aren't like expecting the big reveal and it's gonna look way different, because I don't know, because this was an experiment. I've never seen anyone try it with the stainless steel Damascus because it's a different animal. So high carbon steel, yeah, absolutely. Something like this, I don't know. But we may try this experiment on a different knife. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at it. Let's go ahead and pull this out. Not a sponsor, but good coffee. Let's go ahead and pull this out. I haven't looked at it yet. I did put a cover on it because I was getting bugs and stuff in it. So it's been in for about 24 hours now. Let's go ahead and pull this out. And we're gonna pull this out. We're gonna set it here. I spilled a little bit of the coffee last night, had to add. Let's set that there. I'm going to bring you guys back in without the fisheye. All right, let's go ahead and wipe this off a little bit. So to the naked eye, I see a little bit of a change. I don't know how well you guys can see it. See how the frosted areas are a little bit darker? But like I said just a minute ago, I wasn't expecting, because it's stainless steel. I didn't have my hopes up real high because this is stainless steel Damascus, so it's a different animal. Sorry, I got the garage door open if you guys are hearing noise. Let me pull this off here so we can get a better look at it. So I'm gonna go wash this off. Oh, actually, you know what? Screw it. That should wash off any of the oils from the coffee. Coffee has a lot of oil in it. I don't know if you guys know that. It felt really oily. So I don't really see a marked difference. It is a little bit darker, slightly darker, but I don't know if that would continue to darken up. I'm not displeased with it. It seems to have brought back the etch that had kind of worn away. So I'll tell you guys what we're gonna do is I'll turn this around, I'll do some final thoughts, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find another container. I'm going to keep this in the coffee for a few days and see if there's a marked difference. That way I don't have to have it on my workbench. It's not gonna spill. I can have my coffee cup back. I will say it's been hot enough here. It is ridiculously hot here. It's been hot enough here I had to keep topping off the water levels. It just kept evaporating. The coolest I could get it last night was about 80 degrees in the shop. Even overnight, it was like 80 degrees when I got up. So I'm gonna wash this off and I'll bring it back, but I'll tell you, we're probably just gonna do a little bit of final thoughts. You can kind of see it's a little darker. It's got kind of a little bit of a different hue to it. So we'll see if a few more days will do it. But yeah, let's turn this around, do some final thoughts, and actually I washed it off. Yeah, we'll do some final thoughts, and then I'll let you know the plan moving forward. Okay, babe. I know it's hot, huh? It's hot. Well, you just lay there. So there you go, guys. Kind of anticlimactic. I apologize. I was hoping for a little bit more, but I was not getting my hopes up because that is stainless steel Damascus. So just a little explanation. That's not like high carbon and then high nickel. It's not like 1095 and 2N, you know, I can't think of the one that's the high nickel that they use in pattern welded Damascus. But I have another experiment I want to try, and I have to keep the garage door open. It is so hot today. It's 93 degrees right now. So at any rate, I have another knife that's here that's in 1095. I want to see if we can darken that
because it has a true Hamon. So I'm going to ask David, the owner, if I can try and black etch that, and we'll see if that works. And then we'll have a comparison. But I do see a slight contrast that was not there before, and what etch was missing has been brought back. So not a complete failed experiment, but I will keep you guys in a loop. I still have it sitting over on the counter in an area that's out of camera range, so we can see how it goes. Guys, that's it on this one. If you like the videos, give them a thumbs up. If you don't like them, give them a thumbs down. I apologize if this video is a little different, but it's something I want to try, and I thought I'd take you along for the ride. If you want to support the channel, it's simple as like, share, subscribe, drop a comment, hit the bell icon. If you do hit the bell icon, make sure that you get those notifications turned on with that bell and turned on your device. And when you do the notification bell, pick personalized and say that you want all notifications, or you won't get notified of everything. If you want to support the channel financially, I have a handful of ways. There's a bunch of affiliate links down below. Anything you purchase with those affiliate links does not cost you anything at checkout. It just supports the channel. I have a membership that has multiple tiers. I've talked about it a bunch of times. I'm not going to, continue to pontificate about it. And the final way is I have a merchandise store on Ember shirt code with a coupon code that will save you 10% at checkout. That coupon code is CrazySharp, all one word, capital C, capital S, CrazySharp, saves you 10% at checkout. I get this fan turned back on before the dog dies. I love you all. Keep it clean in the comment section. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. And I will see you in the next video.